President Choi. What is President Bick doing here? What's President Bick doing here? That face. That's the face of someone who just got caught. There's a huge distance between the White Tiger building and the Hunters Association building. Look at how one of them. Look how out of breath he is. What the f? Pause. Why the hell is Minecraft loading up? I did not load this up. Yeah. Hmm. 1 second, guys. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Look at how out of breath he is. He must have transformed and ran all the way here. That's right. Bake Yoon Ho must have known about him since the very beginning. And also about what was going on here. Perhaps the incident occurred during the White Tiger Guild's training session. The mysterious outsider. I found him. It must have been that man. Bake Hoon Ho didn't leave him alone either. He couldn't stop him. After seeing that man's attitude earlier, he's not someone you can easily win over. Damn it, I was too late. I was caught by that snake of all people. C rank. I'm a C rank. This became complicated.
Really? No way. Me too.
Hmm, uh, If I look at her, it seems like she'll open her eyes without any problem at any moment. Eternal slumber. A sleep that one cannot awake from. It's a disease that broke out after the gates started appearing. I will save you. Just wait for me until then. I need to get stronger. If the mid bosses are that strong, I'll be defeated on the top floor boss. My level rises while I climb the tower, but that day, were you the one who defeated the monsters from the double layer? Thanks to you, I was able to learn that my viewpoint wasn't accurate. We meet again, Mr. Chief. The monitoring division primary goal is to deal with humans instead of monsters. In other words, we must monitor and push. Um, we must monitor and push the law-breaking hunters. If possible, I would like to not get involved with the monitoring division. Well, our old existence is the only shackle on the hunters. It's meaningless to an S rank, though. There's someone who wishes to meet you. Can you spare some time? Hunters Association Chairman Go Gun Hee. He's waiting for you in here. That man is Hunter Sung Jin Woo. Nice to meet you. I'm Go Gun Hee. Please have a seat. Despite being over the age of 80, he was a he was a build that reminds me of retired wrestlers. Not to mention he's an S rank. He's not normal. I would like to congratulate you on becoming an S rank hunter. There's still another re-examination left. To tell you the truth, the re-examination is meaningless. A precise detector is to help with segments that results, and not a tool to help us measure outside the scoping range. Even if it was possible for us to measure past the current range, it would still be impossible to distinguish between an S rank, SS rank, or SSS rank. Why then? Are you asking about the existence of the re-examination procedure? It's to buy us time. Buy time? It's to buy time for us to meet the S rank hunters such as yourself before anyone else can. As you may already know, the Hunters Association doesn't have many talented hunters such as Chief Wu Jin Chul, who would want to join the association when the top guilds can guarantee hunters great fame and large salaries. There are people out there who can name every core member of the top guild's raid teams, but there aren't many who can name our chief Wu Jin Chul, despite him being top class among the A rank. That's why we have created a little trick for us to meet with the talented hunters. That's the true meaning of re-examination. I will get straight to the point. Since we're not an enterprise, we cannot promise you a lot of money, but we can help you go down a different path. What are you talking about? We can help Hunter Sung Jing Wu flourish on a different path. This country is currently not being run by the government, but rather the hunters who protect the citizens from the monsters. And ones above them are the Hunters Association. We'll help you stand shoulder to shoulder with us. Does he mean authority? Why are you offering this to me? Are you aware of the top 5 guilds? The balance of this country is currently barely being held together by those 5 dinosaurs. Hunters, Fame, White Tiger, Reaper, and Knights. If you were to join any of those guilds, the balance would topple and the country would be thrown into chaos. The law and system normal government authority isn't powerful enough to keep the hunters in check. That's why the Hunter Association is needed. Monsters aren't the only monsters. Hunters that fight monsters are also monsters. What will be your decision? Um, it's not a bad proposal. Anyone with the backing of the chairman, Go Gun Hee, would be on the road to success. The National Assembly, the government, the association, and also the media. It's hard to find a place where Go Gun Hee doesn't have an influence. Go Gun Hee, you're amazing, just as I thought, and your skills as well. Despite leveling up to this point, our skills are very similar. This is not an opportunity that comes by every day. The Hunters Association is the sixth and only force that is different than the top 5 guilds. The Hunter Association is needed in this country. This old man doesn't have much time left. I need a successor that can inherit my position. I'm sorry. So in the end, it is about money. I want to fight. He's flabbergasted. Do you mean you want to fight with the monsters? Yes. Dungeons are that dungeons that are managed by the association are leftover E or D rank dungeons that other guilds didn't want. If I join the association, I can't level up anymore. I can keep growing as long as I don't stop. I believe the place I need to be is inside the dungeon. My god, those eyes. He's telling the truth. How long has it been since I felt like this? To think that my heart can make such a sound. If I was just 10 years younger, then I could also. Since my sister is alone at home, I will have to leave. Thank you for your time. Chief Wujin Chul, your intuition wasn't wrong. I wasn't the one who took care of the monsters in the double layer. Then just who? When healers and healing magic started to appear, I thought I could recover my youth again and start and say goodbye to this exhausting old body. That's what I believed. But I was wrong. Even advanced healing magic cannot restore age. Each of the top 5 guilds are increasing their strength at this very moment. Their strengths are already equal to the nation's military power. The moment the association loses its power, they will become loose cannons. And the person who's sitting on the association's highest seat is you, the chairman. Yes, I believe that I was to be needed if the association was to live long and prosper. But it was just a worthless thought. Hunters may stay in the dungeons. Cancel the rest of my appointments for the day. But you still have meetings with the ministers. I don't want to ruin this mood by meeting those geezers. How about you join me for a drink? I'm not very good with alcohol. Is that still fine? Oh, I didn't expect that from you. You were able to gift me with a pleasant pulsation. I wonder how much that man can drink. Dude. Straight up like One Punch Man right here. If you guys haven't read it, I'm not going to spoil who this dude is, but he's really important. You should have Loki killed him. You should have just put him in the hospital. It wasn't a dream. What do you want from the loser? If you got something to say, please hurry up and leave. Deputy Director, I was waiting to ask you something directly. That man called Sung Il Huan, is he really a monster? Are you implying that I attacked an ordinary civilian? This is a video caught by the CCTV that day. I've never seen a monster helping out humans. Do you still believe he's a monster? Then have you heard of cases where humans come out of gates? He's not wrong. He's a monster without a doubt. He just doesn't want to freaking admit that he lost to a normal dude. I understand. Visit the bureau when you're completely healed. There are still papers to handle. What happened to that man? He disappeared after the fight with you. The bureau is chasing after him, but I don't think he will be able to catch someone that has beaten you. I don't think we will. Damn it. It's a humiliating defeat. Never set foot in Korea again. It's not for my son, but for you. Even after your death, you won't be able to close your eyes. So he knows. He knows. He knows about the Sung Jinwoo. It's a good picture. That's a good panel right here, though. Can't close my eyes even after I die? You dare to threaten me? I know where he is headed. To catch him, I will need equipment. I'll call the guild. I won't run into problems if I have artifacts with me. Sure. When I'm fully healed, I will tear you apart. Um, whew. I'll probably read up to like 70 right now. The Hunter Auction. An online or offline market for hunters to purchase and sell equipment or materials obtained from raids. There are tons of thousands of hunters in our country. The auction is an easily accessible market. What is this? Jim Harbaugh. What? 1 second. I'm reading I gotta read this article real quick. Get a little sidetracked. Damn. Okay, okay. Jim Harbaugh going to the Chargers. Okay. There are tens of thousands of hunters in our country. The auction is an easily accessible market for hunters to trade their equipment. A hunter's equipment is basically the same thing as their lifeline. Better equipment means they're more protected and safe. That's why E or D rank with low income are unable to completely equip themselves. Looks like it's done. Mr. Bach, you're not dead yet, huh? Ha, this is a piece of cake. Looks like this is personal force makes a decent amount of money. Everyone is well equipped. It's pretty different from the D and E rank dungeons I've been to so far, but the story changes if they are able to join a stable attack force. Since the equipment, right, yeah, since the equipment used by hunters is imbued with magic, even a sword used by a D rank hunter, D rank hunters is priced at millions of won. Didn't Mr. Kim Sung Shik say that he bought this for 3 million? So expensive usually. I couldn't even afford to touch it, but I'll use the sword for now. An inventory, huh? That's pretty useful. Can I store anything in there? Since C rank or higher hunters are almost guaranteed a high income, they have almost no reason to be frugal when it comes to equipment. It goes without saying that equipment used by high rank hunters is sold for hundreds of millions of won. Why is it so expensive? The price of excellent equipment soars to points that one cannot purchase it even with all of their assets. My current savings won't be enough, and I thought that I saved enough money. Not only are fire attitude attacks becoming more frequent as I climb the demon castle, the field itself is burning fiercely, so I need equipment to protect myself from the flames. Should I just try the store? But there isn't any suitable equipment either. I guess there's no choice but to sell the Orb of Avarice to purchase the artifacts I need. The Orb of Avarice, item class A, type magic item. The orb created by hardening blood of the high-ranked demon Fulkin. It will amplify magic effects to deal more damage. At least I am able to sell it. The best artifacts can only increase the user's magic power by 20 to 30%. But since this orb doubles the user's power, it will definitely sell for at a tremendous price. Since the orb isn't from somewhere weird, there's no need to sell it at the black market. But there's still a problem. I will need to explain how I obtained this orb. An E-rank hunter bring in an unimaginable artifact that shouldn't exist. Will they let that slide? I will take it will take some time before I obtain my S rank license. They wouldn't suspect me as much if I had an A rank gate entry listed in my hunter record. But there's no way that a high ranked raid team will let me join an E rank hunter. Hold up, let me reset that. But there's no way that a high ranked raid team would let an E rank hunter like me join. Click, click, click. Huh? There's actually a team that's currently recruiting. This is the requested file. Did he take this identification photo 4 years ago? Unlike his present appearance, he looks very childlike. This is his hunter record from the past 4 years. He spent as the weakest even among the E ranks. So this is no different than suicide. Is he a false ranker? According to the testimony of his previous colleagues, that doesn't seem to be the case. But for 4 years, perhaps his S rank reawakening was not that recent. Then the raid members from the double layer incident would have been wiped out. Wouldn't have been wiped out. Yeah, they would have. Your intuition wasn't wrong. I wasn't the one who took care of the monsters in the double layer. Despite being injured so frequently, he held on. He couldn't quit because of his mother's medical bills. Who's this? Who's on the chat right now? Should I slow down or should I continue at the same pace? Cause I'm reading at my pace, but you might have a different one. Hmm. Nothing. Okay. I'll just continue at the same pace then, so no one said nothing. What a rare young man. Taking care of his younger sister and his sick mother all by himself in a place of his father's missing? Mr. Chairman, there actually been a report that Hunter Sung Jung Woo has joined a raid team. Already? A raid team from the Hunters Guild. Was he just all talk, but in reality he actually was tempted by the Hunter Guild's contract payment? According to the confirmed source, Hunter Sung Jung Woo joined the mining team instead of an attack force. An S-rank hunter is working as a miner? He's very difficult. He's a very difficult man to understand. You're an E-rank hunter? Yes, sir. If I seen someone like that though, like look at him, how he's built, and then you see him, a little too clean and built, like chiseled, to actually be a miner here. They're all dirty, beat up. I don't know, just me. Are you experienced in this line of work? No, sir. Then what's your combat type? I'm a physical combatant. That's a relief. There are many people like you. You don't get nervous and work diligently. Just don't get nervous and work diligently. You'll be on standby and entering with us later. Don't forget your equipment. Yes, sir. Since the scale of the high-ranking dungeons is so large, the attack force is unable to handle all the work. That's why they divide the work accordingly. Mm, mining team. Okay, so the attack force takes care of the monsters. The mining team mines ores in the dungeon. Collecting team collects the corpse of the monsters. The mining team and the collecting team enter the dungeon when the monsters except the boss have been defeated. While it may seem an excessive amount of manpower, modern machines that run on electricity don't operate inside the dungeon, so we must rely on manual labor. Even the pickaxe is imbued with magic. So this is an S rank, an A rank gate. I'm glad I decided to come, since I will also have to enter something like this in the near future. I'll join you after the stream. The dungeon this time is quite deep. It's already past the designated time, since people have planned to cause an inconvenience to other teams if we take any more time here. Come out. I'm not a huge fan of a room that being too bright, but let me re-say that. Let me hold on. Let me recheck. I'm not a huge fan of a room being too bright, but oh shit. He just did a Kamehameha wave right now. Not even gonna lie. That was so uncalled for. Um, Tanks, get in position. A storm will be coming. Mm-hmm. I took moderation into account since we can't collect their corpses if they're roasted too well. We're not sure how deep the dungeon is, but all nearby monsters should be burnt to ashes. He's too amazing. A tremendous force whenever we see him. But he's too amazing. A tremendous force whenever we see him. I'll safely guide you all. I'll safely guide you all. The lady with the sensitive nose should be cautious of the burnt smell. Is the attack force finished yet? How long has it been since you said they were almost finished? I'm certain that they've almost finished this time. This is all for you. The team leader and the members' safety. Please wait a little longer while all the monsters have been taken care of. That's the third time that I have heard you say those words. It'll be awkward if the monster appeared in the middle of the work caused by the rush cause of your work caused they rushed their job because they rushed their job. How about we go for a drink after work? Geez, I understand. So how about just leave us alone? The attack force is coming out. Everyone get ready. They're done. Those guys are the country's strongest attack force. The hunters. Cho Jong In. Number 2 of the hunters is also coming out. That girl is the vice master of the hunters? The number 2 of the hunters is also coming out. That girl is the vice master of the hunters? S rank Cha Ha In. I wonder how many women there are in the world with such energy. She's at least on Choi Jong In's level. Maybe even higher than that. She may even be on similar level to Go Gun Hee. I just felt a strong presence. Was I mistaken? I thought Chairman Go Gun Hee was here for a moment. The presence completely disappeared without a trace. There's no way that a busy man like the chairman would come to visit. Yuck. She's sharper than I thought. Okay, it's finally our turn. Let's do our best. What's wrong, Mr. Sung? We should go in. Yes, sir. The inside of an A rank gate the inside of an A rank gate was huge. The rank of the gate is not determined by the rank of the monsters, but though the measurement of the waves of magical energy. If the waves of magic energy are estimated to be high, the skill of the dungeon has to measure up as well. If the skill of the dungeon and amount of magic energy is what determines the gate's rank. And even if there are a bunch of low level monsters, it is possible to release a high level wave of magic energy. However, if the dungeon is filled with hordes of insignificant monsters, they could release a wave of magic energy matching that of an E rank. It could be possible that for B rank gates, it could be possible for B rank gates, but A rank is filled with powerful monsters. What in the wind in a dungeon? It's no ordinary wind. It's magic. It's waves of magic energy. It must be coming from the boss. Have you guys heard? The new recruits in E rank. That's right. What on earth was the team leader thinking? Can an E rank hunter even control their strength properly? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if we can finish today's work on time. E ranks are faced with discrimination wherever they end up. Well, it's not like I'll be sticking around for so long. Hey, let's pick up the pace. Don't just stand there when the path is so. Ne- Never mind. It happen. Never mind. It happens from time to time. Is he really an E rank? One, two. Collecting them, the collecting team who entered the dungeon before the mining team is already at work. The attack force will enter the dungeon first and eliminate every monster except for the boss. The collecting team will pick up the next. Will enter next and pick up the corpses. And the mining team will enter last to collect the ores. To maximize the profit, you can't leave out any part of this process. Mana and magic crystals are obvious, but even the corpse of a high rank monster is profitable. It can be used as materials for various tools. Bones, leather, flesh, etc. There isn't a single part to throw away from a high rank monster corpse. That's the difference between monsters in low rank and high rank dungeons. Can't believe even the corpse of a monster is profitable. When they finish extracting every possible source of money, the attack force will finally kill the boss to shut down the gate. These four things must be done correctly to announce that they cleared a high rank dungeon perfectly. You must be stunned since this is your first time experiencing an A rank dungeon. Yes, the monsters are bigger than I had expected. All the monsters have been eliminated, but the boss was left alone, right? That's correct. They can't kill the boss since the gate will close. The boss won't be eliminated until the collecting team and the mining team have finished their work. What happens if the boss leaves his nest? Those kind of situations are very rare, but everyone in here will die. No, they won't. They got the homeboy. Are you not scared by the horrifying monster that is looming behind your back? No, not at all. I have worked for the Hunter Guild for 3 years, and there has been never such an incident. Ignorance is bliss sometimes. Even though the boss is dormant, it's releasing enough magical energy to make one's upper body shudder. The boss is levels above Vulcan and Midas. Choi Jung, Choi Jung In and Chahan E are impressive to be able to slay such bosses, but the perfectly organized A rank raid team is just as impressive. That must be why the incidents have never occurred before and why they can clear the gate and such a gate safely. It's not just the strength of manpower, it's also skill and expertise obtained through many experiences. Team leader, didn't you say this is his first time? I did. Is he really an E rank? His work rate and skills are not normal. Of course I checked his license. Did you think I would accept such a stranger without checking their license first? How can you explain that? Mr. Sung is surely a miner blessed by the heavens. I really have an eye for people. It's lunchtime. Let's all take a break and eat. Yes. Aren't you coming as well, Mr. Sung? I'm fine. I already ate. Oh, then you can do as you please. I'm finally left alone. I can't miss an opportunity like this. I have 1 hour of free time. I'll just go take a quick peek, and come right back. A giant type boss. It's strong. Definitely stronger than Metis. Metis? Metis? You guys say it's Metis or Metis? It sounds like it spelled like Metis. Metis, just because there's no A for the meat part, but I don't know. This is a name, so very well could be anything here. I'm gonna go with Metis. My current strength will be enough, but my inner consciousness is telling me that this is wrong. Should I just cut it up? The gate will start shutting down the moment I kill the boss, and the Hunters Guild will take a huge loss. What are you doing over there? Okay, I gained 2 followers on Kick. Let's go. I asked you a question. What was I thinking? That was a close call. I got lost and somehow ended up here. You got lost? Are you part of the mining team? What? That's where the boss resides, so please step back. Chahain. She's not normal. She was able to get on my back. Was I hallucinating? He was definitely holding a weapon. Please leave quickly. If you were so to aggravate the boss, a lot of people would die. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, hold on a second, huh? There's no stench. Is there a problem? Are you really a hunter? E rank. Hunter Sung Jing Wu. Never mind, just be careful. The dungeon is huge after all. Ah, yes. Was it because his rank was too low? He didn't stink. No, rather, he smelled nice. You got lost and met Hunter Cha? Aren't you a lucky guy? It's rare to even get to talk to her once. Hunter Cha went on patrol since she's nervous that the boss might leave its nest. Huh? Hold up. What? Oh, Brian's off today. Yeah. Brian's off today, so she had just left him with her. She told me about it last night.
She left him with her?
No, with him. I don't know. I got told her last night. I was like, oh. She's like, oh yeah, we went to get her the sketchbooks last night. Hobby Lobby had like a sale on 80% off everything, and I told her, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm broke. I was like, I know, cause she has to pay her rent, and then she was like, oh, by the way, Brian's off tomorrow. I was like, okay, does that mean I'm not getting him? She just said he's off. Didn't say I'm not getting him. She's like, yeah, and I was like, oh, I bought him a monster truck, and I was gonna give it to him tomorrow. And she was like, kill it.
It's a fly.
Oh, yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, you can just give it to him Thursday. I was like, okay. I was expecting her to still show up at no, cause Sandra.
No, because Brian probably would have dropped him off if she had some plans.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's Wednesday, right?
Ari.
Ari was supposed to pay me today, right? He texted me at like 6 in the morning, was like, how much do I owe you? I was like, dude, you owe me $200. Like, you. She was like,